Fine. Is it? SEB company runs a unit that suffers a massive drop in income due to failure in its technology on 1st January. The carrying amounts are recorded in the books immediately prior to report impairment. Okay, how much is there? You have goodwill. Goodwill automatically becomes zero. Okay, where the moment you say it's goodwill, whether they say or they don't say, it is right. By default, is it right? By default, it will become zero. Okay, whenever there is a impairment. Okay, by default, it will become zero. That's one of the hint. Okay, technology is there, brands is there. Is it right? You have land is there. What is the total of this? How much you will get this one total? 40, 70, 120, 130, 130.
135.
155. Okay, 155.
No, 135.
How?
$135, sir.
How, my dear? 40, 70, 120, 130, 135, 155 total.
Include the goodwill?
Yeah, include goodwill. This is carrying amount, okay? This is the carrying amount. You should not do anything on that.
Okay.
Okay? Carrying amount is how much? Carrying amount is 155. Okay? Now, what they have said, the recoverable amount is how much? The recoverable value is how much? 85. Is it right? See, carrying amount is, this is the solution. Okay? Yes, 1 minute. Is that? This is the solution. Okay? Is it? Carrying amount is how much? Carrying amount is 155. Is it right? Recoverable amount is how much? Recoverable amount is 85. Is it right? Recoverable amount is 85. What is the difference? Difference is 70 million. Is it right? 70 million is called as? What will tell to 70 million?
Carrying amount?
Reducing value, the value reduced na. Carrying amount is 150. Recoverable is how much? 85. This is na. What is this? This is impairment loss. This is revision. Okay, means why I am saying is, when I will do revision all the time. Don't say that this is. I will do revision all the time, but this concept you have to make it point that it will work for you. Is it right? Now, the technology is worthless. Is it right? The technology is worthless. Following is complete failure. Okay? See, this is step 1. Okay? I am putting everything like this. Is it right? This is step 1. Okay? Next. What is the step 2? Step 2 is the technology is completely worthless. Is it? Technology is an asset. Got my point? Technology is an asset. If it is going to be worthless, how much is the technology? Technology is 5. Is it right? What happens? What is the general entry? If it is a technology is worthless means what is the? It is an asset. Is it right? If it is worthless, it has to be credited. Credit what? Credit you have to give what? Credit you have to give technology. Is right? Debit what you have to do? Debit you have to do income statement. Income statement in terms of what? Income statement in terms of impairment. Is that how much is there? $5 million. Fine. This is the second stage. Now, okay. What they say step 3. Is that step 3? Next, the other assets of include inventory and receivables. It is considered the carrying amount of the net assets is reasonable representation of the values, which means other assets are not changing. Is it right? Other assets will remain same. Now, if other assets will remain same, what will happen? Just imagine. What is that? Goodwill will not be there. Is it right? Goodwill will not be there. You have what? The goodwill will automatically go. Is it right? Goodwill will go and technology will go. What are the things which you are going to have? We will have the brands, land and buildings. Is it right? Brands, land and buildings. What is the total of this? 30, 50, 90.
90.
90. Okay. 30, 50, 90. Fine. Now this 90 has to be divided. Is it right? This 90 has to be divided among other things as such. Fine. Now, how much is fine. Okay, this 90 has to be allocated. Now we have to make sure that how it will work. Is right? Now this is the step 3. Fine. Now in the step 3, what we have to do? We have to take particulars. Is right? We have to know actually the value. Is it right? We should know what is the value of that. Fine. We will put here only. Nothing will happen. Is it? We take particulars. I am writing slowly. Okay, we take particulars. We'll take the carrying amount. We take the carrying amount. Every time I will write as a step 1, step 2, step 3, so that you will not get confused. Is it impairment? Next, the impaired value. Fine. Now, carefully we have to know. Is that goodwill? Is that goodwill automatically? This is one of the hint. Okay, carrying amount of goodwill is how much? 20. Goodwill is automatic. The moment the firm is not working, goodwill will become 0 by default. Okay, goodwill will become 0 by default. No, you don't have technology. Is it that I will write this, but technology also. No, we will not take technology. Is it? What is this? We don't. Technology already we have done in the step 2. Okay. Last in the lecture we have done brands, but here they have not told anything about brands. Is it right? Brands is 10. Is it? Brands is 10. We will do the impairment calculations. Is it right? Land is there. How much is the land is there? Land is how much? 50. Is it right? Land is how much? 50. Next, buildings is how much? Buildings is how much? 40. Sorry, how much is the buildings? Land is 50. Brands is 10. Brands is 10. Land is 50. Buildings is 30. Okay, buildings is how much? Buildings is 30. Is it? Buildings is how much? Buildings is 30. Other assets are there. Is it right? Other assets are there. Other assets are how much? 40. They have not told anything. The other assets they mention very clearly. The other assets includes inventory and receivable. Usually the other assets will be what? The other assets will be current assets. Is it? It's not usually, it is a fact. Okay, the other assets consist of current. Other current assets will not have any. We cannot apportion the value of impairment. Is it right? It doesn't work for the other assets anytime. Is it? Means what will happen? Other assets is going to be in the same condition. Is it? There is no impairment will be there. Okay, impairment will never be there. Now what happens? How much you have the total? You have the total of how much? 20, 30, 80, 110, 150. Is it? You have a total of how much? 110. Now you have to allocate. Is it? Is that you have to allocate it on the basis of what? On the basis of the what are the three assets we are going to have here? We have a three assets. Is it right? Three assets are this ones: brands, buildings, and this one. What is the total of these three assets? 90. What is the total of these three assets? It is 90. Fine. Now we have to allocate based on 90 as such. Is it right? Now, how we are going to work it out? That's very, very important. Is it? One minute. One minute. Impairment. Yes. Yes, fine. Okay. Now, next one. Is it right? Now, where is that? Total impairment. Is it right? Total impairment loss is how much? 70. Okay, total impairment loss is how much? 70. Okay, total impairment loss is 70. Now, how much is the technology we are removing? We are removing technology is how much? Technology is how much? Technology is 5. Okay, technology is 5. Next, automatically goodwill will become 0. Okay, the moment you are going to make sure that there is a impairment, what happened? The carrying amount of the goodwill becomes 0. Is it right? We cannot allocate on the, see why we are removing technology and goodwill. See, when technology we are making it it is a complete failure. Is that we cannot identify it as an asset. That is the reason we remove technology. Goodwill, definitely, if the firm value is not performing, goodwill will also become 0. Is that how much is the goodwill? Goodwill is how much? Goodwill is 20. Is that how much we'll get if you take into consideration? It comes to how much? It comes to 45. Is that this 45 has to be distributed? Understand my point? Clearly I am telling you, is that total loss is how much? 70. In this total loss, 5 technology is done. It is a loss, complete loss. Is it right? Goodwill also will not going to be recovered. How much loss we can absorb? Is it right? This is the loss. Is it? This is the. Is it? This is the loss to be allocated on pro rata basis. Is it right? From where we are going to distribute this loss? What are the things available to us, sir? We have to work on brands. Is it right? We can distribute on brands, we can distribute on land, and we can distribute on buildings. Is it? We are distributing on buildings. Now, when we say it's a brands, is it right? How much is what is the loss? Should I write the formula again, or it is okay?
It is okay, no need.
No need. 45 is the loss. Is it? 45 is the loss. What is the value of the brand? Value of the brand is 10. Total value is how much? 90. It comes to how much?
5,000.
5,000, no problem. Okay, fine. We will take this. Next, 45 is the loss. Land value is how much? 50. Is it right? Land value is 50. Total value is how much? 90. How much will come?
25.
25. Is it right? Next, buildings are how much? 45 is the loss. You can refer my video if you have any doubt, okay? Because in the video everything is clear for us. 45 is the loss. Buildings value is how much? Buildings value is 30. And the total value is how much? How much will it come?
15.
50. Fine. Is it? No. Yeah, that's a good advantage of having the recording. In the recording, you will have, anywhere you have doubt, you can refer the recording. Okay. Goodwill is how much? Goodwill will totally become zero. Okay. Goodwill will never, we will not have any goodwill assets. Impairment loss is this much. Is that? How much is the brands? What is the value of the brands? Brands will decrease by how much? Brands will decrease by 5. Okay. Brands will decrease. Land will decrease by how much? Land will decrease by 25. Is it right? And buildings will decrease by how much? Buildings will decrease by 15. Okay. And you will not have any other assets. Is it? Other assets will remain. Now if you add the things, it comes to how much? 25, 50, 25, 50 and 65. Is it right? 25, 50 and this is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3. Column 4 is how much? Column 4 is 2 minus 3. Is it right? This is 0. This is going to be how much? This is 5. Is it? This is 50 minus this is 25. And 30 minus 15, it comes to 15. 40 and 40. It comes, what is the total? 40, 60, 55, 60, 70, 80 and 85. Is it right? How much it is there? It is 85 assets. Fine. Now, for this, you have to write general entry. Is it? This is what the most important thing. That is. See, is it right? Now, it is a loss. Is it right? It is a loss. How much is the loss? Loss is how much? What is the impairment loss? Impairment is how much? Impairment is 65. Is it right? Impairment, it is, when we are saying impairment, automatically debit all expenses and losses. Is it right? Debit all expenses and losses. Impairment expenses. Is it right? Now you understand why we are doing this. We have done, is it right? We have done, I am writing separately with, I will write separately, okay, here in the box. Is it right? What we have done? Brands, see, the assets against which the impairment loss, is it right? Impairment loss is allocated on pro rata basis, is called as cash generated units. Is it? Is called as what? Is called as a cash generated units. Now what is the cash generated units here? Cash generated units are the brands, lands and buildings. Is it right? Cash generated units are, in other words, they are the assets. Okay, these are the assets. Fine. Now, what is the asset? If see the rule says I will put everything here. Is that if debit increases, if asset increases, is that it should be debit. If asset is decreasing, it should be credit. Okay. I will put, wherever it is the notes which is going to be worked it out, I will put in that way. Is it right? I will put in that way. 1 minute. If I am putting anything in box, this is the way I will teach. Okay. If everything is there in the box, you don't mix it up. This gives you an indication, is it right? What is the debit impairment expenses? Credit what? Credit cash generated units. Okay, what are the cash generated units? Cash generated units are brands, cash generated units is the land, and cash generated units is the building. In this case, okay, it will change from question to question. Are you clear about this?
Yes, it's clear.
Fine. Next one. Now I can understand if you have the recording now, then you can mix it whenever you find it to refer. You can have in detail in that recording. My voice will be there. Fine. What is there? We are talking about something about see, this is somewhere in the section B. Okay, this is somewhere you will find in section B. Not this much lengthy, but you will have something on that. Is it right? Is it something section B? Is it? Now they have given you the revenue, sales, all those things. Is it right? They gave you a trial balance. Fine. They gave you the property includes what? Cost. Is it right? Property includes cost. Yeah, property includes cost. Building is depreciated on straight line basis. Fine. Plant is reduced on the reducing balance method. Fine. The balance on plant and equipment include a piece of machinery cost 70,000. A forklift reverts into a machinery. Reversal is there in the machinery causing severe damage. They have the two possible options. This is what it is required. Is it right? This is what it is. We have to take into consideration with respect to impairment. A potential buyer has been located, which are indicated that she will pay 80% of the carrying amount. She insisted that the machine is repaired before she buys it. The repair will be done by employees and it will take how many hours? 122 hours. What is the labor? Labor is 2,160. Is that how much is the labor? Labor is 2,160. In addition, Hume will have to deliver the machine to the buyer 2,100. There will be an insurance for that. Fine. Okay, no problem. We'll take into consideration. If they will do the repairs, the financial controller estimated that the present value will be cash generated from future use, including the repair cost will be how much? Including the repair cost will be 31,100. All depreciation is charged to cost of sales. The directors are estimated the provision of income tax will be how much? 6,000. They are asking you, okay, fine, they are asking you to prepare a complete profit and loss account and statement of financial position as on that date. Is that before we go further, see, if you sell the machine, what is the cost? Is it right? If you sell, this is where we have to, if you sell the machine, what is the cost? And if you repair the machine, what is the cost? Is it? If you sell the machine, what is the cost? If you repair the machine, what is the cost as such? Is it right? They gave us the cost of sales also. Is it right? Now we will do it in a tabular. Okay, I will not write because it needs lot of things. I will just insert a table. Is it right? I will insert a table so that it will be more clear. Okay, you will have what? The first one is particulars. Is it? The second one is amount. The second one is amount. Okay. Before that, what is statement of profit and loss for the year ended 30th June. Is it right? Which one? 30th June 2007. Fine. Now, Okay, we do one by one slowly. Okay, first is the revenue. 1 minute. Don't. I will increase the font. Okay, I will increase 1 minute. I will increase the font. Okay, fine. Fine. Revenue. How much is the revenue? Revenue is 390. Is it right? Revenue is 390. Fine. Now, what they have mentioned something on the cost of sales. Is it right? They have mentioned something on the cost of sales. How much is the cost of sales? They have mentioned. Cost of sales is how much? 210,600. Is it right? 210,600. Is it? Less cost of sales. Fine. Less cost of sales. Fine. Less cost of sales. How much is the cost of sales? Cost of sales is 210,600. Is it right? 210,600. Next, is it right? In the cost of sales only, we have to take into consideration depreciation. Is it right? Depreciation, where it has been given the balance of where it has been given depreciation. Property includes cost depreciated straight line basis. Plant is depreciated on reducing balance basis. The balance of the plant includes a price of 70,000. It has to be reversed, and 2 possible options. Is it right? Yes, fine. Here it has been given point number 4. Is it right? Point number 4. This is where it has been given. What they have mentioned? They said that this is going to be for what? This is going to be for cost of sales. Is it right? Means we have to calculate depreciation. Is it right? We have to calculate depreciation. Put it as working note number 1. Is it right? Working note number 1. Right? Is it? Working note number 1. Fine. 1 minute. Is it? Depreciation. Is it? Depreciation. How much is the depreciation? See, the one thing is they have mentioned it on the straight line method. The other one they have mentioned it on the basis of written down value method. Is it right? There are 2 different methods. Automatically we are going to do. We will have a recap. Is it right? How much is the depreciation? How much is the depreciation which we have to take into consideration? What is the value of property? Property is 150,000. Is it right? Property is 150,000. What is the basis of property? Includes a cost of 30,000. The building is being depreciated on the straight line method. Is it right? How much there is accumulated depreciation on that? Yes, accumulated depreciation is 38,400. Fine. Property. What is the value of property? Property value is 150,000. Fine. Property value is less. First you have to remove the accumulated depreciation. Is it right? Accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. How much is the accumulated depreciation? Accumulated depreciation is 30,000. Is that accumulated depreciation is 30,000? Fine.
Accumulated depreciation, it's 38,000 or 30,000?
Accumulated depreciation is how much?
38,000? 38,400?
1 minute.
Or it's
No.
30.
See, listen. 1 minute. Thank you. Just 1 minute. It is not accumulated depreciation. It is not. See what happens. It is less. Is it right? They say. Is it? They say. Where is that? Is it? See point number 1. Is it right? Point number 1. What they have mentioned? They have mentioned that the cost will include 30,000. Is it? The property includes land is how much? Land is 30,000. On the land we will not take depreciation. Is it right? On the land we will not take depreciation. Less land value. Is it right? Less land value is how much? 30,000. Is it right? Less land value is how much? 30,000. Value of property is how much? Value of property is how much? Property is how much? Excluding land. Okay, I will write for you excluding land. Is that fine? Okay, just you can remember. Value of property excluding land is how much? Excluding land will be 120. Is it right? It comes to how much? It comes to 120. Fine. Now, how much they are going to make it sure on the basis of that on the straight line method. Fine. Now, value of the land is how property. Value of property is how much? No. On this they have to distribute. Is there 120,000? Fine. 120,000 depreciation is for straight line method. Is it right? 120,000 depreciation by straight line method is how many years? The value of property is how much? 25 years. Is it right? 25 years. How much will get?
4,800.
4,800. Is it right? 4,800. Good. 38,400 plus 4,800 is that 4,800. Good. Next. Fine. Okay. Keep like that only. How much it comes there? How much is the? We'll do that. Okay. 4,800. You put like this as this one. Fine. Next. What is the plant and machinery? Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery value is how much? Plant and machinery is 176. Is it at 176 200? Fine. This is what depreciation. Is it right? Depreciation on what? Depreciation is based on return down value. Okay. Depreciation is on return down. Less accumulated depreciation. Is right? Accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. Is it right? How much? How much is the accumulated? Less accumulated depreciation is how much? For plant and machinery, it is 48,600. Is it right? 48,600. Is it right? 48,600. Is it? Return down value of plant and machinery. Okay. Return down value. How much it comes? 176 200 minus 48,600. How much will come?
127,600.
127,600. Is it right? Into 20%, 0.2%. How much will come? It comes to 25. It comes to how much? 25,520. Okay. 4,800, 38,400. Is it right? 4,800, 25,500. Fine. Good. Okay. Fine. Now. Okay. Slowly we will do. It makes things easy for us. Is it right? Now we have to know what is the value of property and what is the value of land as such. Is it right? What is the value of property and what is the value of land? Is it? We'll take the first one. We'll take the second column as property. Is it right? Property, and the third column is as property. The third column is plant and machinery. Is it right? Plant and machinery. Is it fine? Now, what is the balance as per trial balance? Is it right? Balance as per trial balance is how much? Property is 150,000. Is it right? And how much is there? 176,200. Fine. Next, how much is the accumulated depreciation? Is it right? Accumulated depreciation is how much? Less accumulated depreciation. Is it right? Accumulated depreciation. I'm just writing in short. Okay. How much is there? 38,400. Fine. 38,400. How much is there? 48,600. 48,600. Fine. Is it right? 48,600. Next one. Is it 48,600? Is it how much? Next depreciation. How much you have calculated depreciation? Depreciation. One side we have calculated depreciation of how much? 4,800. 4,800. Is it right? Next, another way we have calculated for 25,520. Is it right? Depreciation. Write down here. It is right. It is current year. Is it right? It is current year. How much is there? It is going to be 25,520. Fine. Now, they said that. Okay, till now it is clear.
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay. Now is it inside? Now, what happens? Now, what is there? You have to make sure that. Is it right? What is the concept? How much is the impairment that's happening? Is it right? How much is the impairment that's happening over a period of? They say, see the where is that? Where is the impairment? Yes. If the balance on equipment is 70,000, Hume has identified two possible values. The value of plant and equipment. Is it? Plant and equipment is how much? One minute, I'm just, it is that. Before 800. $70,000 they have. Is it right? Now see the things. Is it? What happens? how much? Point number 3, is it right? This we are doing here, okay? This we are talking about this one, okay? We are talking about this one, fine? Here, this one, is it? Now, when we do the things, is it? Now, we put as the impairment, okay? We put as a working on impairment. Is it? Refer additional info 4, okay? Additional information point 3, okay? Now, fine. Now, how much is the value of the cost of that machinery, piece of specialist machinery? Cost of piece of specialist machinery. Is it right? Cost of piece of specialist machinery is how much? 70,000. Is it right? That cost one on 1st July 2005. Is it right? Now, 1st July 2005, when we are preparing it, the balance sheet, it is 30th June 2007. Is it right? It is 30th June 2007. The balance of plant and machinery includes a piece of machinery on 27 July 2005. On June 2007, a fork has been reversed and the machinery causing severe damage causing severe damage. Hume has identified 2 possible options. Is it right? Hume has identified the 2 possible options. This happens when this happens on 1st July 2001, 30th June 2007. We have to calculate they have given you the trial balance on 30th June. Is it right? They have given you the trial balance of 30th June. Means they have not done anything. Is it right? We have to calculate what? Depreciation on this. Definitely, is that you have to calculate first. You have to take the cost, then you have to take the depreciation, then you whatever the value you will get, that is value is called as a carrying amount, and subsequently, if you are going to sell it off, how much you are going to sell, or if you are going to continue, what is the value in use. Okay. Likewise, you have to segregate these 3 steps. Less depreciation for the year. Is it right? For the year, depreciation for almost when it is for from 1, you put it as depreciation from 1 depreciation 1 minute 30th June. Is it right? 30th June, yes. Okay, fine. Is it? Depreciation for, is it? How much is there? What is the rate of depreciation? They said rate of depreciation on plant and equipment. Is that plant and equipment is how much? 70,000 into 0.20%. Is it right? They have said reducing balance method, but they have not. They have said reducing balance method. Fine. The balance on packet include a piece of machinery that cost 70,000. That cost 70,000 on first.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Rizwan, he cannot join.
Huh?
Rizwan, he sent in a group, he cannot join. I don't know what happened.
Okay, forget about it. No, okay, fine, no problem. Okay, now see the
Check
thing.
your WhatsApp.
Huh?
Check your WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem. Okay, if he not join, see, we cannot solve for him. Is it right? Yes, fine. I got it. No problem. I got it. Why? I send it the link also, no? I thought that he is not joining because of something. You have the link, just forward it on the group, please.
Okay.
On the group. Allah Akbar. Let's have, I send it individually also, I send it on group also. Fine. Now see the thing. This is if okay, this is this value, is it right? See, this value is how much? This value has been on 1st of, when they have purchased it, they purchased 1st July 2005. Okay, 1st July 2000. Now we have to do systematically. Is it depreciation for the year 2006? Is it right? Depreciation for the year 2006. How much is depreciation for the year 2006? Depreciation for the year 2006 will be 14,000. Okay. Now, fine. Depreciation for the year. Now, this is what next. Next, return down value method. Got my point? See, this is very crucial for us. Is it right? This is very crucial. How much you will get here? You will get here how much? 66,000. Is it right? Again, less depreciation for 2007. He joined us.
No, still.
Okay, fine. Depreciation for 2007. Depreciation for 2007 is how much? This is a return down value method. Is it right? That's very simple. I am writing is it? This is the return down value. Yeah, he joined. So, just admit him. Yes, Rizwan Sheikh, where are you? Salaam alaikum.
वालेकुम सलाम सर मैं इसमें ठहरा हुआ था सर 30 मिनट में
Okay, sorry. So, okay, fine, no problem.
पॉपअप नया होगा आपको
Yeah. Okay, fine. You should have sent me. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, just continue. Okay, I'm explaining somewhere. I will revise it also. Okay, the moment we'll complete it, we will revise. I will revise it. No problem. Continue from here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is for how much? It is depreciation is for the second year 2007. How much is the depreciation? Return down value. Why we are doing this? We are doing this on the return down value method. How much we'll get? We'll get 11,200. Is it right? We'll get how much? We'll get 11,200. If you take that into consideration, what is the carrying value as on 30th June 2007? Is it right? 2007. How much is the carrying value? This one continue. Okay, nothing is there. We have done. It is the concept we are revising. Okay, how much it will come? It will come 44,800. Fine. It comes to how much? 44,800. Now 44,800 is the value. Okay, how much is the amount which we will recover if we want to sell? Is it right? If we want 44,800, 44,800.8, is it right? Minus 2160. Is it right? If you sell the machine, 80% potential buyer has been located who has indicated she would pay 80% of the carrying amount. She insists that the machine is repaired before she buys it. The repair will be done by Humes, will take 120 hours of skilled labor. The associated cost is how much? 2160. In addition, Hume will have to deliver the machine 2100. There will be a single premium insurance of 580. You are covering entire financial reporting concepts here. You understand point? See the things. Just you calculate 44,800. Is it right? 44,800. Don't tell me the answer. I will ask you answer finally. 44,800 multiplied by 80%. How much you will get? 34,840. Fine. 34,840 they have to pay for skilled labor. Is it right? They have to pay for skilled labor is how much? 2,160. Fine. I will not write. This is part of your video. Why I am saying this? You should see the video also. That's very important. Is it? 2,160 is the labor cost minus. How much you are going to delivery cost is how much? 2,100 minus. How much you will get? 31,580. How much you have to pay insurance cost? 580. Is it right? Insurance cost is how much? 580. Now, if you sell the machine, is it right? If you sell the machine, is it right? If you sell the machine, is it right? Fair value, is it right? Fair value, is it right? Less fair value. Okay? Carrying amount is more. Fair value is less. It means impairment loss. Understand what? By default, it means impairment loss. Fair value. How much is the fair value? I will write here in brackets. Is it right? I will explain you and I will write. How much? 44,800 minus into 80%. Is it right? Times 80%, 0.80. It comes to how much? 34,800. Is it right? 34,800. 34,840. Fine. 34,840 minus. Is that minus? How much is there? 2,160 is the labor cost. Okay, 2,160 is the labor cost. Next, 2,100 is the delivery cost. Okay, delivery cost minus 580 is the insurance cost. Okay, 580 is the insurance cost. How much you will have? You will have the 31,000. Is it right? You will have how much? You will have 31,000. Fine. Carrying amount is 48,400. Fair value is 31,000. What is the difference? Difference is impairment loss. Impairment loss is how much? Impairment loss is it how much is the impairment loss? 2,160, 2,180, 540. How much is there? 35,000. Is it 44,800 times 0.8 minus 2160 minus 21,000 minus 580.
13,800.
$35,840, 2,160, 2,100. How much you'll get? 13,800. Fine. Okay. Impairment loss is how much? 13,800. Okay, impairment loss is 30. Fine, good. Is it? Next. This is what happens. See, this is when it has been machine has been sold. Is it right? This indices when machine has been sold. Okay, when machine has been sold. Fine. This is what we are going. Is it right? Next, the when. Is that working on impairment? Is it that working on impairment? When machine has been in use, is it right? Continue repair the machine when the machine has been repaired, and continue to use. Is it right? Both are two different things. Is it right? Both are two different things. Fine. If you want different color, you just tell me. Okay. If color is very sharp, you tell me. I will change immediately. Don't worry about that. Okay. I will use light colors only. Fine. Okay. Now, if that is the case, is it right? If continue to use, if you are going to continue the use, what will happen? What will happen? It is not going to make any significant change. Is it right? It is not going to make any significant change. Is that? You will have the 70,000. Return down value is 14,000. First year, 2006. This is depreciation for 2006. This is depreciation for 2007. Is that? This is depreciation for 2007. Is that depreciation for 2007? Is that? This much is the concept it says. Now, fine, good. Fine, good. No. Okay. Just I want to differentiate it, which is right. Two things are totally different. Two things are totally different. Fine. Or 44,800, 44,000. Now, yes, fine, okay. Now, okay. Is it clear? How much is the carrying value? Carrying value as on 30th June. Is that 30th June? Now I'm concerned about it. Is that carrying value as on 30th June? Yes. Carrying value as on 30th June 2007 is how much in both the cases? Is it right? In both the options. In both the options. Is it right? In both the options are how much? How much? It is 44,800. Okay. In both the options, it is 44,800. I'm making it is the 30th June 2000. Here also it is this much, and here also it is this much. There is no change in the carrying amount. Is it right? Now they have mentioned there The financial controller has estimated that the present value of the cash flows generated from future use, including the repair cost, is how much? 31,800. Now, what is the, if you take the things, is it right? If you take the things, 31, see, if you sell it, you will get 31,000. If you use it, it will get how much? If you sell it, is it right? This is when you are going to sell the product, is it right? If you sell, is it right? Very clear. If you sell, how much is there? It will come to 31,000. Fine. If you continue, is it right? If you continue, is it right? If you continue, yeah, I will put like this. If we continue, how much is there? Value is 31,800. Is it right? Refer point number 3 and 2. Is that? Refer point number 3 and 2. How much is there? It is going to be 31,800. Which one is? We have to take the higher value. Understand what? We have to take the higher value, whichever value is high. Is it right? That is the consideration. Less. Is it right? Less. Higher of value either in case of sell or continue. Is it? Sell or continue. How much is there? What is the higher of the value? Higher value is that 31,800. Is it? 31,800. See the impairment loss to be shown in the financial statements. How much impairment loss to be shown in the financial statements? It is going to be 13,000. This much you have done only to make sure that we did this much calculations. Again, I will just go through very in a short way. Anyhow, you are having recording, is it right? We have to take the impairment loss. What is the impairment loss of the continue? If you repair it, what is the impairment loss? If you continue it, what is the if you repair it, what is the impairment loss? If you sell it, what is the impairment loss? First, you have to see the procedure is take the cost value, depreciation for how many years, relevant years. We have to calculate the relevant years. We have to get the carrying value as on date. We have taken it for 2005, 2006 we calculated depreciation, 2007 we have calculated depreciation. This is the impairment loss as if we are going to sell. Okay. Next, in the second case, when we sell it, you have to pay for delivery, we have to pay for repairs, you have to pay for delivery, you have to pay, what are the things are there? You have all those things. You have to pay for delivery, you have to pay for labor, you have to pay for the cost as such. We have reduced it. Is that? If you continue it, nothing is there. Is it right? You have to calculate the depreciation and we have to carry forward it. But what will happen? If you continue it, the value will be 44,800 after depreciation. Next, you have to take carrying amount. You have to take the value in use. You have to take the fair value. Whichever is, you have to compare always with the carrying amount. Always you have to compare with the carrying amount. If the carrying amount is more, it is an impairment loss. If the carrying amount is less, it is a revaluation gain. Devaluation gain will never happen. Okay. Next, when you are saying how we have to compare, we have to compare with the carrying amount with the face value or fair value or value in use. Whichever value is higher, with that value we have to compare. Keep it in mind. Write down in your notes. Keep it in mind. Whichever value is higher, we have to compare with that. Is it? Then only we will save. Means why we are doing? We have to reduce the loss. Is it? We should not. increase the loss. That is the objective of this. Is that how much is there? It is going to be 13,000 is the impairment loss, which we are going to show in the balance sheet. Are you clear about this? Fine. Now, how much? Now you go back. Is that now the actual things will start? How much is the depreciation we have done? How much is the depreciation we have calculated for the current year? How much is the depreciation? Where are you people?
106,800.
How much? Here depreciation is there. How much is the depreciation? Both calculated. Don't mix it up. Okay. Always show separately. Never ever mix the things. Okay. Always show separately. How much is the depreciation? How much is the depreciation?
4,800.
Pardon?
4,800.
4,800 plus 20. What is that? Is it 4,000? 4,800 is what? See, property is how much? Property is 4,800. Okay. Show it separately for our understanding. Property is 4,000. Plant and machinery is how much? Plant and machinery is how much? Plant and machinery is 25,520. Is that 25,520? Now, 25,520. Right? 25,520. How much is, if you add the things, both the things, how much you will get? How much you will get? 21 minute. I will one minute. 1 minute. See, I don't want to keep. It will take time, but it will make things very clear now only. Is it right? Depreciation. Is it right? Depreciation. Is it right? Depreciation. Property. Is it right? Depreciation property. How much is the depreciation property? 4,800. Is that depreciation property? Is depreciation plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. How much? Depreciation plant and machinery. How much? 25,520. 25,520. Fine. Next, what they have mentioned? Anything? Yes, you have the balance of plant and machinery specialist. Is that the plant and machinery? Point number 2 is that one. All depreciation is charged to cost of sales, and all depreciation has to be charged to cost of sales. Is it right? Next, anything? Fine. They have taken the loss also in the cost of sales only. Okay, fine. Is right? This one. Next. Is right? Impairment loss. Impairment loss. How much is the impairment loss? 13,000. Fine. Now, how much will come here? 4,800 plus 25,520 plus 13,000. Is it right? How much you have to deduct? How much will come? Tell me fast. 1 minute. You have to take this also. You have to take this also. 210,600. How much will get? This one fast, dear. How much? 210,600 plus 4,800 plus 25,520 plus 13,000. Yes, how much? 25, 253, 920. Good. Is it right? 253, 920. How much is the gross profit? How much is the gross profit? Gross profit is 130080. Is it? $390 minus 253, 920. 130. Okay, fine. 130080. Fine. This is gross profit. Next, see the things. What are the things we have? We have completed. We have completed revenue. We have completed cost of sales. Is it right? Next, what we have to do? We have to take this distribution cost. Is it right? We have to less distribution cost. Is it right? Less distribution cost.
Gross profit 136, not 130.
Okay, sorry, no problem. Okay, thank you. Is it clear now? Yes, sorry.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, fine, nothing. Okay, distribution cost. How much is the distribution cost? Distribution cost is 6,800. Okay, next, what is the administration cost? Is it right? Administration cost is how much? Administration cost is 12,700. Fine. Put one tick mark there. Once it's done, it will be easy for us. Is it right? This is over. This is over. Is it right? Loan interest paid. We will take that into consideration. Is it right? How much is the loan interest paid? 3,600. Loan interest paid. Fine. Okay. Finance cost. We'll take profit. This is profit before interest and tax. Then we'll say it is right. Next. Is that fine? Is that this is there? Next, what we have to do? This is profit before interest and tax. Is it right? And tax. How much is there? How much is there? How much you are going to deduct here? What is the total of this T? 6,800 plus 12,700. It comes to how much? $6,800 plus 12,700. It comes to how much? Where are you people? How much? How much, my dear Rizwan Bhaiya? 6,800. Total distribution cost is how much? Yes, Shifa, how much?
19,500.
19,500. Please, very fast. You have to be you have to be fast, but more than me. Okay, 19,500. Is that profit before interest and tax will be how much? 136,080 minus 19,500. It comes to how much? It comes to how much? 116,580. 116,580. 116,580. Okay, 116,580. Next, is right? Next, next is right. What we have to do? We have to take the finance cost. Is that what we have done? We have taken administration, loan interest paid. Is it right? Less loan interest paid. Is it right? How much we have paid loan interest? Loan interest paid is how much? 3,600. Okay, 3,600. This is over. Okay, this is done. Is it right? Loan interest paid. Now, if you see the things, is it right? If you make it a point, what is there? See. Into 0.12. Loan interest paid how much? Loan interest paid is how much? 3,600. Is it right? See the things. This is the catch. Are you be with me? Very 100%. Is it right? Loan interest paid is how much? 3,600. You have to be very careful here. Okay, right? How much is the loan amount we are taking here? Is it right? Loan. Total interest is how much? Total interest is how much? Total interest is, see, total interest is how much? See the thing. 40,000, is it right? Into 0.12, it comes to how much? 4,800. This is the total interest. Is it right? They have not mentioned anywhere, but you have to add, you have to make. Total interest is how much? 4,800. Paid is how much? Paid is 3,600. Outstanding is how much? 1,200. Are you clear about this? Yes, Rizwan.
Can you repeat this again, please?
Yes, exactly. Now, if you ask me like this, you means you are understanding. See, how much is the loan amount? Is it right? Loan amount is how much? 40,000. Is it okay? Okay. Loan amount is 40,000. Now, on this 40,000, you have to calculate the interest. Is it right? You have to calculate the interest. At the rate of how much? At the rate of 12%. Fine. At the rate of 12%. People will not do this. Take my word. People will not. 40,000, 12%. What is the loan interest you are going to pay? You have to pay loan interest of how much? You have to pay loan interest of 4,800. Fine. Now, this is the total interest. Fine. How much you have paid? 3,600. Still you have to pay how much? 1,200. This 1,200 will be a current liability. This 3,600 we have paid is going to be in the income statement. This is current liability as well as it will be in the income statement. Is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Very tricky, na? Is that? It's little bit tricky. Okay. Now, interest paid is how much? 3,006. Next, the same thing. Is it right? Accrued, but not paid. How much? 1,200. Is it right? Is it right? I will put like this. Is it right? What I have to put? I will put *1. Okay. I will put *1, and that I will put here *1. Again I will change because as it is that it is *1. Fine. Now how much is there? How much is there? Is right? This is what? This is it. This is profit before tax. Is it right? Profit before tax. How much is there? How much you have to deduct? 4,800. Profit before tax. How much you'll get? Fast. Rizwan, where are you? I am not hearing your voice. I want to hear your voice, please, dear. 4,800. How much profit before tax? 111,780. 111,780. Okay? Fine. Now, less taxation. Is it right? Less taxation. Is it right? How much is the taxation? See the things. How much is the taxation? Taxation is 1,300. Is it right? Taxation. Is it as per trial balance? Is it right? 1,300. Fine. Next, as per the balance, they have given something. Is it right? 6,500. As per the additional information. Is it right? As per the trial balance, this much. Is it as per additional information, additional info? What is the number of that additional info? Additional info is how much? Point number 6. Is it right? Additional info 6. How much is there? 6,500. How much you have to deduct? 7,500, 7,800. You should not need calculator also. You have to be for small things you don't need calculator. Okay? Here. Okay? For small things you don't need calculator also. I will prepare you in that way. Okay? Don't worry, inshallah. I will make you that you will use minimum calculator. Fine. This is what? This is profit for the year. How much is the profit for the year? Very fast. 111,780. Where are you, Rizwan? 103,980. Is it 103,980? Rizwan, you are lifeline, Rizwan. You have to be very fast. I'm not. For me, you both have to respond me. Who will respond first? That is very important. I'm not saying you have to respond fast. You have to respond correctly, but you have to respond. Fine. This is where the profit for the year. Is it right? This is what. This is why we are now. Very simple. I'm just making a very simple and very quick revision of this. Okay. You have the revenue 390. You have the cost of sales 210. We have taken depreciation for property, depreciation for plant and machinery, and we have taken the impairment loss. Fine. Next, we calculated gross profit. Distribution cost, administration cost, loan interest is very important. Understand? But now you understand. They will not tell you, but we have to make it sure whether we have paid total interest or we have not paid total interest or not. If you have paid total interest, fine. If you have not paid total interest, we have to calculate the total interest. How much you have paid, that much you have to show, and how much we have not paid, that much also we have to show, and correspondingly we have to make the adjustments. Fine. This is where we are talking in terms of the one. Is it right? Now, is it? Now, we will, what we'll do, we will prepare the balance sheet. Okay, we'll prepare the balance sheet. If you do this now, it's almost you are getting the things very right. Revise this, very important. Okay, revise this once it's done. Now, is that next statement of statement of financial position. Is that statement of financial position? Nothing is there. Here we are almost done. Is that there's nothing we have to work it out here. Here we have done almost 95% of the things. Is it right? We have done almost 95%. Fine. Now, what is there? We will put 3 columns. Is it right? It will be always keep 3 columns. 3 columns. Fine. We have particulars, particulars, amount and amount. Okay, fine. Next, we are saying that it is a non-current assets. Is it non-current assets? Non-current assets are how much? We have done somewhere non-current assets. Yes, is it right? We have done somewhere non-current assets. How much we have done? How much we have done? Is it right? Is it? This is the this is the carrying value. Carrying value as on 30th June. Is it 30th June 2007? Okay, I will change that one. Don't worry. Is it right? Fine. Carrying value. Okay, how much is there? Just tell me fast. 150. 150, how much is there? 153, 38, 400. Is that 150, 38, 400? And how much you'll get? 150 minus, yes, how much you'll get? 106, 800. Good. 106, 800. That's fine. Now, next one. Next one, how much? 102,080. Table insert row below. Is it right? See, we have to do what? We have to do less impairment loss. Impairment loss. How much is the impairment loss? We have the impairment loss of how much? 13,000. Value of the machinery will decrease. Is right? It is related to what? It is related to the machinery. Is it right? It is related to machinery. Fine. Now, how much is, now you tell me, is it 176, 200, 48, 600, minus 48, 600, minus 25, 520, minus 13,000. Please make correction. How much you will get? 89,080. Okay, 89,080. Fine. Next, this one we have to take. Is it right? 1 minute. Is it right? Is it property? Is it right? How much is there? Property is how much? Property is how much? 106,800. Okay. Plant and machinery, how much? Plant and machinery is how much? Plant and machinery is 89,060. Fine. Now, what is the next one? Is it next? What is there? What is there? We have done this one. We have done this one. We have done property. We have done property. We have done plant and machinery. We have done plant machinery. Okay. Yes. Next. What we have to do? Where is that? Yes. Fine. This is over. Next, you will take current assets. Is it right? Current assets. In the current assets, what is there? In the current assets, what is there?
Trade receivables.
Well, you have anything inventory? Inventory is there. Closing inventory is there. See the things. Closing inventory. 30th June. Okay? 18,100. 30th June 2007. I will tell you this. Aisha, just remind me, okay? Next, sometime you remind me, I will tell you when it is given in the trial balance what to do, when it is given in the trial balance, when it is given in the adjustment, what you have to do, okay? Very important one. Just remind me anytime, okay? Inventory, this is the inventory of what? This is the closing inventory. Fine. This is the closing inventory. We don't have opening inventory. Is it right? We don't have opening inventory. We have only closing inventory. Fine. It will happen. Don't worry about that. Is it right? It will happen. Don't worry about that. Is that current assets? Closing inventory. Closing inventory. Is that how much is the closing inventory? 18,100. Fine. Next, you have trade receivables. Is it right? To have trade receivables. How much is the trade receivables? How much is the trade receivables? How much is the trade receivables? 31,600. Is it right? 31,600. You have bank also. Is it right? You have bank also. How much is the bank? 1,950. Is it right? How much is the bank? 1,950. Bank is how much? 1,950. How much is the total? How much? 18,100 plus 31,600 plus 1,950. It comes to how much? 51,650. 51,650. Is it right? Total assets. Total assets. How much is the total assets? Plus 89,060 plus 106,800. Is it right? One 176,200 minus 48,600 minus 25,520 minus 13,000. It comes to 18,980. 18,980. Okay, 18,980. Sorry, 18,980. How much is there? It is now. It is how much? 247,530. It is a good 247,530. 247,530. Fine. Okay. Next, equity and liabilities. Is it right? Equity and liabilities. Equity and liabilities. Fine. Equity and liability. What is there? We have done trade receivables. Ordinary shares. How much? 50,000. Is it? Ordinary share. Is it right? Ordinary shares. How much? It is 50,000. Fine. Is it 50,000? Next, what is there? You have the share premium. How much? 9,000. Is it right? You have the how much? You have the share premium. Share premium. How much? 9,000. Fine. Next, that's all. Shareholders funds. Is that shareholders funds? How much is there? 59,000. Is it right? 59. Oh, for profit for the year also you have to take. Is it right? We have to take profit for the year. Profit for the year. How much is the profit for the year? We have, see, what are, we have retained earnings is there, profit for the year is there. Is it right? We have retained earnings. Retained earnings. How much is the retained earnings? Retained earnings is 11,450. Okay, 11,450. Fine. Profit for the year. Profit for the year. For the year. Is it right? Profit for the year. How much is the profit for the year? We have calculated 103,980. Okay, 103,980. Okay, this is separate. Okay, don't mix this one. This is separate. Is it right? This is separate as such. Is it right? Is it right? And what will happen? You will have that share. You will have that. You will have that shareholders fund. Shareholders. No, I'm talking. How much is the total? Fast. Tell me. How much is the total shareholders fund? 50,000 plus 9,000 plus 11,450 plus 103,980. Is it right? How much you'll get? $1,74430. Good. Is it right? Next, current liabilities. I am missing you, my dear Rizwan Bhaiya. Next, okay, 10%. Is that 10%? No, not 10%. How much? What is the percent? You have to write very clearly. Okay, 12% loan. Is it right? 12% loan. Is that? You have to write very clearly. Is that? See, you just work out 12% loan. Is it right? 12% loan. How much is the 12% loan? 40,000. Fine. Next. Next. Nothing is there. Current liabilities. Is it right? Current liabilities. How much is the current liabilities? Current liabilities is you have payables. Is it right? You have payables. How much is the payables? How much is the payables? How much is the payables? 25,400. Okay. How much is the payables? 25,400. Okay. Next. Is it right? Next. Interest outstanding. Is it right? Interest outstanding. Is that how much is the interest outstanding? 1,200. You know where we got into *1. Okay. Keep it in mind. Where we got it is in the *1. Okay, interest outstanding. Fine. Now, anything else? Just go through it. Income tax. Is it right? Income tax. How much is the income tax we have to pay? How much is the income tax we have to pay? 25,400, 1,200, and income tax you have to pay. Is it right? How much is the income tax? Income tax. Is it right? How much? 6,500. Okay. Now I am just putting it in this way. Is it right? Total equity and liabilities. Is it right? Total equity and liabilities. I am writing for your understanding. Okay. 174,430. Hopefully, inshallah, it will work. 25,400 plus 1,200 plus 6,500. How much will get? $247,530. 247. Good. 247,530. It takes really that much. Is it right? See, it happens. Now you can understand. The most important thing is don't get panic. It is a part of the system how it is working. Is it right? It is the way how we will work. No, sorry. Is it right? It is the way how you will work. It takes time. Is it right? It takes time for us to make sure that how things will. Is it right? Now it's clear. See, I will suggest. Okay, this is my advice. Is it right? You once it's done. Is it right? You just go through it, the recording. You are covering so many things. Not only you are covering the impairment, but also you are covering the previous things what has been done. Okay, structure is same, 100%. Is that structure is same? The recording is really makes the difference for you. Understand my point? The recording will really make the difference. The moment you will find anything, just go, don't see recording all the time. The moment you find the something doubtful, just go to the recording, because in recording you have a lot of voice. Are you clear about this? How we have done? Yes, good. Is that we are slow? I agree with you, but I will keep pace with that. Fine. Now, okay, we will do this. Small problems are there. We will complete this and we will complete this. Okay, don't worry about that. Now, what happens? How we are going to do? This is somewhere in. This is not only in small questions, but it applies for the big questions also. Fine. It applies for the big questions also. It says that there is a carrying value is how much? What is the rule? Always you compare with the carrying value. Okay, always you compare with the carrying value. Carrying, see, very simple. Is that carrying value should be the base, and whichever value is higher, is it right? Whichever value is higher, we have to take that. As simple as that. Now you don't have any doubt in that. Is it right? Whichever value is higher. Now, they are asking us what? They are asking you a total impairment loss. Is it right? Total impairment loss. Now, here what happening? If you take this into consideration, carrying amount is how much? Carrying amount is 100. The higher value is how much? 90. Is it right? 100 minus 90. Loss is how much? 10. Fine. Now, here the carrying amount is how much? 50. No. Carrying amount is less. Fair value is more, value in use is more. The loss is how much? 0. Is it right? Because the carrying amount is less, is lower in value. That is the, okay. Now, what is there here? You have 40. Is that whichever is higher? 35. 40 minus 35. The loss is how much? 5. Total loss is how much? 10 plus 5. It comes to how much? 15. Is it right? It comes to how much? 15. Are you clear about this? Yes. Good. Is that now you will have more clarity on that. Is it right? The moment you will do in future, you will find very simple. Now same rule applies here. Total impairment loss. Is it right? 120 minus how much? 120 minus 90. Is it right? I will put like this. A is how much? 120 minus 90. Loss is how much? Loss is 30. Fine. Now carrying amount is, see, B. Is it right? What is the B? Carrying amount is more. Is it right? Carrying amount is less. Carrying amount is lower in value. Is that lower in value? Lower in value. No loss. Is it right? No loss. Point number C. 40 and 80. Is it right? 40 and 80. Here also what happened? Carrying amount is lower in value. Is it right? Lower in value. No loss. D. Is it right? Carrying amount is more. Is it right? 70 minus, we take 70 minus 20 or 70 minus 30?
Minus 30.
70 minus 30. Good. Is it right? 70 minus 30. Loss is how much? Loss is 40. Total loss will be how much? Total loss will be 30 plus 40. It comes to 70. Is it right? Are you clear about this? By the time we reach end of the chapter, then only I will tell you this. By the time we reach, slowly we are progressing, concepts will be clear. Don't expect that in the first case concepts will be clear. Okay? Inshallah, don't worry about that. Now, what is in accordance to IES 36, impairment of loss, which of the following is true? Is that which of the following is true? An impairment review must be carried out annually on non-intangible assets. There is no hard and fast rule. Is it that there is no rule as such that you have to carry impairment every time? Is it right? It is at the discretion. Is it right? This is not. There is no hard and fast rule. There is no rule. Is it right? It is optional. Is it right? Next. If the fair value less cost to sell of an asset exceeds the carrying amount, there is no need to calculate value. What we'll use, what we have done, see the thing. We will say which one is the higher value. Is it right? Always we will compare. What we'll do, we will take the higher value. If the fair value is less, cost to sell, is that exceeds the carry, whichever is the more than the carrying amount, then we are not going to use the fair value as such. Is it right? We are not going to use fair value as such. If impairment is charged to profit and loss account, unless it reverts again, there has been recognized in the equity 100%. Is it right? Equity plus what? Revaluation surplus. Is it right? Equity plus revaluation surplus. Always we do statement of changes in equity. Answer is what? Answer is D. Which of the following? Is it right? Which two of the following? Is it? There are two questions. Could be an indication that an asset can be impaired according to the rule. Is that which two of the following? Decrease in the market interest rate. There is nothing like interest rates, no relation to interest rates. Is it right? I will write here, no relation to interest rates. Fine. Increase in the market value of the assets. No, we are not talking about increase in the market. We want it, then only we'll say when is going to be that impaired, decrease in value, not increase in value. Is it right? When decrease in value, impairment will happen. Is it right? Impairment will happen, not during the increase in value. Damage caused. Yes, we have done this in the previous questions. If there is any damage, there is an impairment. Management intention to reorganize the business. We want to reorganize the business, restructure the business. What will happen? There will be sometimes what will happen because of reorganizations we have done. Is it right? The brand value is less. Is it right? Brand value is nullified. Sometimes what will happen? The goodwill will become how much? 0. In both the cases, what will happen? It will have the impairment. Is that? You have to make sure that how we are going to work it out. Fine? Now, it's very simple. Now you know this. Shall I leave it for you to do, or I should do this? Question number 5. Fast. Cash generated units. Yes, Shifa and Van and Rizwan Bhaiya. Tell me right or wrong. Should I do or you will do? Where are you, dear? Good. Is it right? That's fine. Is it? Is it? What we have to do? See, I will just explain. Goodwill will become zero. Is it right? Goodwill, it is good. See, the goodwill will become zero. Okay. Intangibles, how much they intangible? They what they say? 60. Is it right? The cash generation offers a large drop in income due to reduced demand for products. An impairment review was carried out. Recoverable amount is cash generated units is determined by how much? 100 million. The assets of the CGU has been following carrying cost immediately prior to impairment. Is it right? Immediately prior to impairment. Next, what they say? They say that see, it will. I told you, current assets will not change. Is it right? Current. These are current assets. Other assets are always current assets. Is it? Other assets will remain same. Current assets will never change. Is it? This is 15 and this is 10. Fine. Now, how much is the 140? Is it right? 140 is this one. 140 minus 25. It comes to 115 minus 100. It comes to how much? 15. Understand what I am saying? This is the carrying value. Is it right? This is the carrying value. This is the goodwill. Is it right? This is the goodwill. And this is the recoverable amount. Is it right? That is the, yes, this is the recoverable amount. Fine. How we have to do, how much we have to make it fine. Is it right? Okay. Do it and let me know answer. Okay. Is it okay?